Okay, here we go. Look up. Okay, it's hard to find enough problems that give you plenty of practice on actual AP questions, not textbook questions that aren't really as good as the AP questions themselves. So once in a while, I took a calculator question and I made it non-calculator, because this test is all non-calculator. So what I've done here is I took the calculator, graphed this function, pasted it into the problem, so now you don't have to have a calculator to answer the question. This is all you would have done with your calculator anyway. Okay? Grant, put your phone away. Thank you. It says, let f be the function with the derivative of this, and this is the graph of the derivative on the interval. A huge warning. Don't miss this one. If you do not pay attention to the interval, you will likely miss a question on the test. Like, you have to pay attention to detail. So I'm going to start at negative 1.8 right here. Go to 1.8. Okay? How many points of inflection does the graph of f have? I do this a lot all year. I take and put my hands in front of me. I know this looks silly, but I think it helps me. In one hand, I have f prime. Okay? That's what I'm looking at. In the other hand, I'm trying to answer a question about f. So I need to keep that straight in my head. I'm looking at f prime, but I'm answering a question about f. If you don't have time to make a flashcard, you can later if you want to. On the white reference sheet that is in the sheet protector, it says f will have a point of inflection when f does this.
And when it goes from increasing, or and when f prime goes from increasing to decreasing.
Correct, but again, keep it separate in your hands. So f is having the point of inflection, not f prime. F is doing this when f prime is doing this. Some people like to say, oh, so when f prime has a relative extrema, correct, that's where f will have an inflection point. But it's not f prime having the inflection point, it's f. We have a question about that. So I identified the inflection points on f by finding the relative extrema on f prime. And I just count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Follow-up questions for this one. You got 1 minute. Good work. Actually, 50 seconds.